Hi all, welcome to my Headliners predictions video. This is a squad of 18 that I'm going for. I will briefly touch on some SPRs that may happen as well, and objectives. If you can smash links, it'd be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at @GIsALegend. All links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. I'll explain why I've gave the ratings for the respective cards as well. Let me know as well in the comments below who you would like to see get a Headliners card. And this is just a bit of fun, thought I might as well cover it in a bit of detail and kind of break everyone down. So starting off, our marquee goalkeeper is Keylor Navas. We've made him a 93 rated card. Everyone has a +4 boost on their inform. Everyone in here also has at least 2 special cards. That's kind of why we have gone for them. Whether it be 2 informs or say like an inform and say a team in the tournament or whatever it may be. So Keylor Navas, 93 rated card. I would say that could be a very appealing card. It won't be cheap, but the reason why we're doing +4 as well on all the cards is potentially due to either the 4 icon that was shown could be to do with say 4 wins, or it could just be a +4 boost given on their base card. So Navas, 93 rated. Is he going to be the most desirable? Possibly not, but he suddenly becomes like the second best goalkeeper rating wise in the top 5 leagues, so he trumps Oblak. He would pretty much, you'd only even trumps the flashback Neuer. It's pretty much just team of the year Alisson is all you've got, and prime Yashin to kind of factor. Varane, who wouldn't want this type of card? 91 rated. That pace boost on him genuinely could be disgusting. What a card that could be, and I would say it could be a very popular card if it was to happen, and a lot of people would probably jump on it very quickly. Hernandez, another one that could be very popular due to how he's been playing this season, and also he could get an upgrade anyway, so could you imagine an upgrade but also then this card happening as well? This would be, the 88 suddenly would be like maybe even 89 potentially, and he's showing good promise at AC Milan, and this card would definitely excite a lot of people. Philip Mack's been class at Augsburg in left mid and kind of deserves his spot. +4 all around the boards. Nothing like he'd be maybe cheap, but he could be also quite appealing for a few teams. Rajan Angolan could be hitting 80+ club yet again, or he might just be shy of it. Like I would say 90 rated with 79 pace. He may be given the 80 just to make him even more appealing. I think a lot of people would badly want this card. This could be a very broken card that would be a lot of fun. Bergwijn, position change is questionable. Left wing cam, right wing, who knows. Obviously his second in form is a left wing, his central card is first in form is a cam, and his base card is a right wing, so you're kind of clutching at straws on where they're going to go for it. But still would be a very appealing card, and we're not fussed about leagues. We're kind of going on 2 informed routes, and players that have got 2 special cards regardless of the league. Moreno to a 90. Been playing right wing, so that's kind of why we've stuck with it. We could put him at striker, but he has been playing right wing for Villarreal. Feels unfair to position change him due to that, and could be a nice alternative to like your Rose and Dembele's. Strikers that they could go for, Ilicic could be not the most appealing because his pace is pretty much non-existent. Saying that, you could put Catalyst, Hawk, Hunter, Shadow, juice him up and it'll make him even more appealing. Werner, he was in it last year, so may not necessarily happen, but if you're going to make Werner more appealing, this is the time to do it. Give him a +4 boost, where he be 90 rated because obviously he's in forms, or if you go by his player of the month then it would mean he would go to 91, but regardless we want it to happen. Immobile, because obviously his route to the final card is now redundant, this is the time to kind of make him even more crazier. 93 rated, and pretty much you're just kind of getting closer and closer to his team of the season card being just completely utterly broken. Haaland, this is to give him a Dortmund card, sneaky one at that, especially if he was to get one to watch as well. This suddenly becomes even more desirable for people because they'll jump on it very quickly. But this is the card that you'd want anyway, so this could be the time to do it, but they may wait for him to get one to watch. Lecomte, 90 rated. Legun, kind of continuing the theme of kind of toiling on goalkeepers that they could have went for. Like there's not many that have had 2 informs, but Lecomte kind of ticked those boxes. You may go for someone that's had an inform, but just one inform but played very impressive, so see what happens. John McGinn, this card would be insane. This would be, I would say, even better than his team of the season in last year. And I think for EPL fans, I think a few folk would want this card, but at the same time not. But like for me, I would want that card. If I could pack it, I would go all out for it. Or if it was an SP, I would go and do it. Adama, we'd assume he'd go 87, not 89. Regardless, he would be a very, very popular card. How expensive he would be, I would imagine he would trump his Scream card in value. And if you kind of juice him up even more accordingly to what the Scream card is just now, then this card would be very, very, very expensive. That potentially could be the most, him or say like Raja could be the most expensive cards in this promotion, maybe even like up there with like Varane as well, so keep that in mind. Orsic, everyone's going to be talking about Orsic, thinking, oh, he must happen. If it's given as a +4 boost, it's an 88 rated, like 86, 88 rated card, depending how obviously if he gets an upgrade as well later in the year, like it would be broken anyway. Like an 86 rated Orsic, I think a lot of people would get very, very excited about, and I would imagine will not be cheap because it would be a very popular super sub. Tammy Abraham, very impressive for Chelsea, 88 rated for him, would imagine making him very, very usable, and especially if he wasn't to say get a team of the season card, this would probably be just as good an alternative, I would imagine. Mitrovic for Fulham, obviously we've not discounting the Championship either, seems only fair. This kind of just makes him even more usable, in all honesty. Pace, still kind of really the only issue with Mitrovic. This kind of helps eradicate that issue a little bit. And now Jose Perez, I know a few people might go like Danilo Pereira, but Perez is like the only player with 2 informs for Leicester, and I thought we might as well kind of keep the theme going. 2 special cards, that's the kind of criteria that we have ticked by for Headliners, because it only makes logical sense. It's like the players that have been playing actually well this season. You don't want to just be picking a player that's had 1 inform, maybe not done much else. Like some players that have had 1 inform, some have been unlucky to not get a second, but we feel that these 18 deserve their spot as a headliner card. If I was to say others, I pondered some of the want to watch players like Lukaku, Ben Yedder, but I was like, they may happen, they may not. But I thought because of their want to watches, I thought it kind of, and this is kind of the same type of promotion, so you would kind of say in that basis that they would not happen. And I think that's kind of maybe why these 18 are quite logical shouts. If I was to be brutally honest, I think the only ones I would have doubts about could be Haaland and maybe Adama, because Adama's got his Scream card and Haaland's got a team of the tournament, and obviously you've not got a Dortmund card from yet, so they might hold off. And like Werner's kind of the same kind of element. For an objective card, my feeling would be they'll either look at someone that's had 1 inform but played well, or 2 special cards as usual. But as long if they're kind of on the same kind of route, as long as you do 1 objective player, maybe 2, because you might do 2 for the week to kind of make it feel worthwhile. You may also get like 3 or 4 SBCs, so the squad goes 18 for a full squad. Then you may have 2 objectives throughout the week, and then maybe say 3 to 5 SBC cards. So then when you think of like your SBCs, you may see they might go Papu Gomez despite him having a road to the final card, because he's also got a couple of informs. They may go like even Malinowski of Atalanta. There's plenty of players that they could easily go. It's a question of, are they going to stick to the same criteria that they've done for the squad, or are they just try to do players just for the sake of it that kind of are appealing for SBCs and objectives? But it'll be interesting to see out of this 18 how many we actually get. Like, let me know folks in the comments down below would you like this headliner squad and these respective boosts on these cards if this was to be the format? Smash likes always, folks. Sub to channel if you're new. Comment down below, as I said, if there's anyone that you would like for a headliners card, and I will catch you all later.